I am back with some more State of Decay 2 and with another episode for the CRM, and we're on episode 33 and we're going to continue on with Trumball Valley. And yeah, as of streaming this, they've recently announced update 29, which still isn't out by the time I'm doing this. It probably is out by the end of the month, so February. They said that it's coming out, and it's a massive overhaul to the original 3 maps, which I thought we'd just get drip thread done, like, oh, we'll get Cascade Sail this time, but they've gone through all 3 maps of the original 3, and they look fantastic. There's no rain or anything like I was theorizing. Maybe in the future, but right now the it's just kind of like Providence Ridge, bit fog, some dusty things in Drucker. Like it's a massive overhaul. They've changed up the scenery in the background. It looks fantastic. Like, the amount of work that's gone into them is phenomenal. And yeah, the fact that it's another free update for everything, it's just fantastic. And I won't be jumping to them maps yet anyway, because I still want to do Trumball Valley. What I might do, what I'm feeling like I might hold off on Heartland. You know, when I complete this, I might go straight on to the next playthrough.
The number of infestations out there is making me nervous.
Guess we can go and fix that now, because that was an issue last time. Maybe go after these. So yeah, like, there's quite a bit of looking forward to. And there's some quality of life additions coming. What's it, DLC? The infestations, they're not coming yet, which it kind of makes sense. I'm not too fussed about that either, really. Let's get some revolver, and we'll go clean up some infestations. Chill out for a bit. I don't know whether I need. Do I need that? Like, it's really a backup. Like, really, I don't need that many bullets for the rifle. Yeah, we'll leave the revolver just in case. But yeah, things have been good. So there's quite a big update coming soon. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it. Because they're like updating it's mostly texture upgrades and new trees again, like they did with Providence, and yeah, so it's more reason to go back to the older maps, which is great. We'll go do that one first. So yeah.
Any friendly folks out there listening? I could use some help here. I'm here, by the way.
Should we help her?
I had a few extra minutes, so I made myself useful.
Let's get her to help.
I can't keep this up.
Help. You help me, I help you. Oh. Deal with it.
I see a few roads nearby.
Hey. Pardon, Carl.
Good to hear that.
So yeah, I might just go straight on to the next. I might just go straight on with the next. We'll loot this place another time. Series with Walking Dead communities, because if there's 3 maps to get through,
That plague heart can't be
because
far away.
I'll end up wanting
Think
to
I
play all
smell it.
3 maps to just see the vibe of each one. So yeah, Harlan can wait, I think. I'm not too fussed about that series really. And then we've got, oh hang on, I fucking hate, that's the one theme of this. Trumball Valley, I've always hated this side, like, I wish they would have added some more routes from either side, because you always get lost. Or it's a pain to cut, and you always miss the turning. If there's humans there ready for a fight, I'm gonna leave it. Why am I doing this? And yeah, I've just done the Halo Infinite recordings for tomorrow and not the day after, the day after that. The 4th day of this rotation will be the fight for Tremonius and I can't remember the other guy's name. Man, I'm getting lost today. And yeah, it's we managed to do the fight pretty well. Even though people said it was probably one of the harder fights, like I managed it quite well. Did rage a little
Zombie
bit,
freak spotted.
but
This is the spot.
it's just the way it is, I think.
Hello,
With
you in here?
with a lot of the legendary
Don't you give up on me.
fights. Fuck off. I should have bought basic Molotovs, I think. Where are you? Oh, this is annoying.
Not zombie free yet.
Come on. Get your stamina back. Oh, this is bad. Ow.
I feel like passing out.
Oh. Yeah. Carl isn't exactly a long-range fighter.
When was the last time you saw so much empty in one place?
Kill it. You're a waste
Not
of
gonna
space.
cry. No way.
Who cares? Really? What was that? What did she give me? Bag of Danish fish. Bag of Danish fish for that. Oh, actually, just blew a dead body. Couldn't even bury her. They should make the AI stay and say, I'm gonna stay around a little longer, bury her when I can. Instead of just ditching. They get over it pretty quick, don't they?
Barely lift this.
Yeah, Carl can't carry a lot, can he? Only thing is, it's getting late. We got any base building to do? Huh? Why did it back me out like that? What are the other changes come in? There's a few TLC things like breaking. Wow, I want to say it's TLC, but breaking fences that's coming. The field of view, which I'm really interested in trying. What else? I think that's mostly everything. It's mostly just a visual update to the. Oh yeah, like there's Red Talon network weapons. This music can stop now. I don't need the music. No, I'm gonna turn the music down actually, because it does get loud. But the. And you know what? Let's do the vehicle. I don't know whether that makes any difference. But yeah, the what was it? What was I talking about? So they're adding field of view, which will be interesting to see how that works. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, that's it. Network and Red Talon weapons. They're gonna have an icon with them now, so it'll make them weapons way more unique. Like, because for me, I'm not really that interested in like the rare weapons so much. When it comes to like.
We need help. Zombies are all over us.
Sounds like somebody's in
when
trouble.
it comes to like.
Just shut up already!
Come on, then. Come on, everyone. That's weird. That front door is at the back. Get dodge! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Stop it!
It seems to me like we've damn near cleared the whole town of infestations.
Not really. Well, I don't know why they're spawning so far. What the hell? Why are the infestations so being irritant for? I feel like the the infestation updates here already. I just hope it isn't like that with the infestations. I hope it isn't like you've got to prioritize them more. Well, you've got to keep an eye on them a lot, like all the time. I suppose it will be something like that. 'Cause they'll want it. They'll want the infestations to spawn in more often, I guess. But oh, stop sliding. So yeah, I'm excited to see the update. Like, because my next season for the Walking Dead communities is the Commonwealth. So I was thinking the other day, I'm not sure what map to go to, because you want something like the Commonwealth feel like for a big base to build up to. something a bit more civilized. Like I was thinking, like the is it Mega Valley? I was thinking something like Mega Valley with the stadium, or is it Drucker County with the mall? Or something like that. I think would be kind of interesting. The What's It base? But really, if it's anything similar to the Providence Ridge map, like for me, you'll notice the difference, but it'll be like the same as well. That's what I got from Providence Ridge. It wasn't like, oh wow, this is crazy change, but and you don't necessarily want that because I think that'd be too destructive. Like it just looks like it looks like State of Decay is finally
zombies in all
a
directions.
current gen game. It looks like a current gen game, whereas really, I think it like oh my god, look. I really think the current current state, well, or when it first came out, it was in a state of being really messy. Like it could have been on 360. That could have been, and maybe they wanted it to be on 360 originally. Maybe that was their original goal, but.
Hello again. This is Dr. Hoffman calling from Mount Tanner. Thanks to your help before, we're ready for the next stage of our work. My colleague Isabella is already on site. I'd feel better if you were there to assist her.
Doc, how many times do I have to tell you? Call me Izzbee.
That's all of that.
Done. Alright, and there is one down here. Shall we go to that? I suppose we could. That would be an annoying thing, is if you needed to kill Plague Arts to get rid of the infestation. It's weird that they highlight that in the infestation. There's another. I suppose they have to. I say this car is really loud. It's cool though. It's cool. He teleported in front of my vehicle, dickhead. Yeah, because the update to the maps has been done by a different developer. I think it's the same guys that did the outposts and something else as well. I think they did the visual change, the lighting to the outposts and stuff.
Fire in the hole!
Hey, listeners. I'm trying to track down a weird radio signal. If you pick up anything you can't identify, let me know.
Izzbee? Is that you? Pick up, Iz.
It's okay, I just want to talk.
Oh, we got that guy.
Locked. Gotta watch the noise. It's clear, but we can't really secure this
done.
place with a plague heart so close by.
Right, I guess we'll head back to base and then see if we want to do any missions. But yeah, I'm not in a rush to move to maps or anything like that when they do come out. And yeah, with the maps being being done by another dev, that's why we're getting a load of gameplay changes, gameplay updates, because that's what Undead Labs are doing. They've been working on the more TLC sides of the game, like the gameplay updates, like infestations, and that's what they've been doing. So that's kind of nice that that shows how Undead, like from Undead Labs being available in, I guess, the Microsoft Studios bubble, like they're able to get good help and good funding from Microsoft, which is fantastic, because Microsoft could just say, like, could not look after, especially when they've got like bigger studios now. They could leave like Undead Labs and say like, yeah, you don't need to do any more to the game. That's it now. Focus on the next game. But no, they're like, yeah, work on your current game until the next one's out and just make some good games, and that's what it feels like. Whereas I feel like if say this was on PlayStation,
We're done for.
I doubt you look at Days Gone. That game could have been supported for years. Like that game could have been phenomenal if it had the support that State of Decay had. And look what Sony was like. They scrapped a sequel that they could have easily had. Whereas, would Sony want Undead Labs to keep doing
Hey, it's Mickey.
State of Decay? I don't think they would have. I think they would have said like, there's no value in this.
You know, if you want to come along or whatever.
How about that?
Or maybe not a big enough fan base for them to like keep it going. But I would love to know the numbers though. I really would like to know the numbers for State of Decay, because they must be big numbers if Microsoft are still playing it. I think it's mostly through Game Pass. That's the reason why it's still happening. So I assume people are clicking on State of Decay more than any other game on Game Pass, which is really cool. And I suppose like with them doing updates every so often,
Hang on
do
to
that.
ya.
Thank you.
And yeah, like I just think Undead Labs are just killing it. And it puts other games to such shame. Like, look, there's no getting around. Like when State of Decay released, it was bad. It was janky as all hell. It wasn't really good quality, but they weren't trying to rip you off with the price or anything. Like there wasn't. The only thing I wish they did with State of Decay was release it as I wish they released it as game preview so that people knew. If people know that they're buying something that's broken or like a bit buggy, then people deserve to know that. But
Hey neighbor, it's Tracy Huerta calling from down here in Marshall. I need a hand liberating some of my equipment from a few Zeds. Can you help?
And yeah, with Undead Labs, it's just been like they made it positive. Like the first few months were pretty rough for the game. It was only a few minutes before we started getting a good movement on stuff. It was really after Trumball Valley, though. Trumball Valley was when State of Decay released, I'd say. And yeah, it's been great. And like they even said in the stream, like Jeff Ricard was like, if you said we would have got to update 30, they would have laughed at you. Which is quite great. I would have thought that. Like, how many times have people said, where am I going? How many times have we all thought, oh wow, that bloke is yellow. That's a cool looking bloater. Fucking tango bloater. Because how many times have we gone like people thought Undead Labs were done with State of Decay when Juggernaut Edition came. I did. I thought, yeah, it'll be a few more months and then that'll be it. But
It's locked. I gotta make sure it's dead.
the thing is, Undead Labs, they need to keep something like State of Decay going. Because when it comes to State of Decay 3, and they didn't, because they're building an audience for State of Decay 2, so
CLEO's dying.
it's just going to lead into State of Decay 3.
You in? Oh, my name's Izzbee. Have we met? Okay, let me lay this out. I'll try to keep it simple. CLEO is a digital system designed for the widespread distribution of critical supplies to the population. It's breaking down because it relies on satellites, which we can't fix. My brilliant plan is to download a local copy before the satellites really start falling apart.
So you need my help to copy a computer program?
That's a drastic simplification, but yeah, close enough.
Too little, too late, I guess.
Oh no.
All right, let's get to it.
I hope I brought enough. So I remember this fight being quite hectic.
Maybe we can trade this to someone.
And maybe take some of this if there's any stamina items. But yeah, and like it's been great seeing. Oh, that's good. It's been great to see the evolution of State of Decay. Like for an update, for a video, for a stream, I thought I messaged Undead Labs a while ago and said, why don't they do a stream on like the original, an original build of State of Decay 2? Because it'd be nice to see something like that, like a comparison of where the game was compared to where it is now. I think it would just highlight how much work has gone into State of Decay 2. And like I was saying, I think really Undead Labs needs to keep something like State of Decay 2 being updated, because they need to build an audience for State of Decay 3, because
I don't think this place
say they stopped supporting State of Decay 2 at launch when it was buggy and horrible. Say they gave up on it like Anthem, you know, where they promised to fix all the things and they just ditched it within a few months. If that was State of Decay 2, when it comes around to State of Decay 3, people are going to be like, why would I fucking buy this shit? You gave up on it within a few months, but the fact that they've endured the criticism and updated it is...
Damn, what are you talking about?
They're going to build a bigger fan base from it. Or a dedicated one. Oh, fuck off, yeah.
I am so confused by all of this.
We're about to download an AI that's been bouncing around satellites for years. Can you believe this?
Hold on, are you saying this CLEO is an artificial intelligence?
Didn't I mention that before? Sorry, sometimes I skip over little details like that. Now, let's get rid of the Zeds before we get to work. Get rid of it!
Where you going? I think I need to get a better weapon for him. His melee weapon is great. It's a bit.
Okay, to pull this off, I need to
He's
establish
barely
a
hitting
strong
him.
connection to CLEO's existing network.
Right.
This isn't easy, so I need you to
Might have
keep
to use the
Zeds away
car
from me.
if it gets bad.
FYI, it could get a little crazy.
This may be a huge mistake.
Hey, you tell me now. We got some Molotovs, but I gotta be careful because this is all flooded, so the fire might not work.
I'm initiating the signal now.
1 minute
They're trying to
30.
surround us.
You mad?
You have to hold him off until it's done.
I have my doubts
Where the
about
fuck you come from? Bullshit.
I can catch my breath.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's working. Wow, this bandwidth is crazy.
Aren't you done yet?
I'm pulling an AI out of space. You can't rush these things.
Don't fall apart yet.
Really? I told you this weapon's shit.
Program is huge. It's eaten up half my hard drive space already.
Great. How much longer?
Well, it either finishes downloading or I run out of room, so we're at least halfway there.
Doing alright.
It's done.
Really?
This
Nice.
is like the most epic hack ever.
Can really use an assist.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, as she's dying. Bit useless, ain't you? Oh, crap.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, Molotovs ain't great in this.
Almost out of those.
Come on! Shoot him in the face! They die. How have you survived this long with bad aim like that? Done. Easy. I can level up. Striking, endurance. Striking, I guess.
Okay, now let's see if it worked.
What the hell?
Hey, we just pulled the most complicated computer program in existence out of a network of orbiting satellites. There's some room for error here.
Uh-huh.
The dock rigged
You're
up
like
a
a
top
zombie
box
right
for
now.
CLEO. I just need to hook them up and... There. All connected. CLEO,
Now
can you
you
hear
did
us?
that.
What the hell?
Shh, just wait.
Output device detected. This is the Computerized Logistics and Executive Operations System. Hello, Izzbee.
Oh my gosh, we did it. They can hear us. I've got to get this back to the dock. Thank you so much.
Sure thing.
See you later.
That it? Nothing? I don't get out for that. You got crate of tampons or something I could trade it? No. God damn it. Alright. Wilkinson's Reckoning. Right, I better go and drop Carl off, because he's been busy today. Oh, what the fuck is that? What was that? Visible rocks. Whoa, I thought that was a glowing zombie. I thought that was like a... It's like a shark. Crocodile. Dead crocodile. How is that smoke in my vehicle? Yeah, it's nice to see that State of Decay's finally getting... State of Decay 2 is going to last the test of time with this visual update. Might as well collect and get my bounty done.
Hello there. We have bounties in quite a wide
I
variety.
think that was a juggernaut. That's a juggernaut. Hang on, guys. That might be... Oh, hey! See you later, mate. That was so close. At least that juggernaut let me get a new bounty. He was like, yeah, let him get a new bounty. And I've been seeing some more gameplay of Dying Light 2, and that looks pretty good. I actually seen people play it. It looks better than what they were doing in the trailers. Really, the trailers weren't doing the game justice, I don't think. But like how open, how the map is and everything, like it's crazy. And the game does look like really alive for what it's worth. It's the way I describe it, it's like Cyberpunk. The way the world feels, it looks like Cyberpunk, but it works. It's how Cyberpunk should have done. Because they've done a legit big city. Like, sure, you've got no driving cars around and stuff, but you're flying around in a glider all the time and doing parkour on top of buildings. Like, there's no restrictions in that game.
You game?
Not right now.
What do you say to a bit of bartering?
Sure.
Hey, if you folks aren't too busy, could you maybe lend us a hand?
So it's... And the fact that you parkour in, that's why I really don't... Like, you know that they're on about Dead Island 2. I know that's been up in the air for ages, but there's been more word about Dead Island 2. Well, the new one
it's a little dangerous.
that they've been working on for years. And I'm thinking, is there any point for Dead Island anymore? Because there's no way they can make Dead Island a wandering around claims. And yeah, I don't know whether we need I just don't know whether we need
I suppose we can do something with this.
Dead Island anymore. Because technically Dying Light is filling that void, more so with the parkour and doing things differently in the way it highlights the horror a bit more, which really works. Like, that's the only thing. I don't think it looks as scary as Dying Light 1. Dying Light 1 was really scary. I think the HUD is a bit overwhelming in Dying Light 2 as well. Like, it looks a bit much. And I don't like the fact that you can't go out at night for as long as you want. Because that's one thing in Dying Light 1 I loved doing, was trying to survive the whole night without sleeping and stuff like that. And,
you game?
but yeah, I don't know whether I'm
heard
game
claims
now.
that Coast Guard 2 crashed outside Atlanta during the outbreak. But other people say they saw the VP at a refugee camp in St. Louis a month later. Hard to know the truth.
Do with an outpost. Means Carl ain't gonna last long.
There's a place just up the road that I left some important stuff in. Back when the world fell apart, the military rolled through, sweeping up anyone with scientific training. They even wanted folks working on their master's degrees in molecular plant sciences. I was right here, doing my field research. And they found me. I didn't even have time to pack.
And now you want help?
I like
cleaning
that
out the
idle
zombies to see what's
animation.
left?
Uh-huh.
Later.
Come on then. Let's
Later.
do it.
I don't.
So, you up for help? Good. That's good.
I think we'll have to go back to my base though. Where are we gonna go? Of course it's on the way. Could just risk it, and if it gets bad we can ditch her. I'm kind of thinking if they did State of Decay 3 with a story similar to this, I think it would work. Like, for me, I want the replayability, but I don't want it to be like, because I don't like. I would never want to replay. I would never want to be. I would never want to replay.
I have to rest.
No, fuck.
Zed's around here.
Last of Us. I could never just keep playing The Last of Us. I want something sandboxy that. I want the mission to be replayable like it is in State of Decay 2. Because even though you play the same missions over and over again, they're there just for the influence, really. They're kind of like an RPG sort of thing. Like,
Not bad at all.
like you know in
I left behind is still here. Let me know if
I
you
don't know,
find something.
like in a classic RPG,
got it.
where you got to go out and kill some goats or something, so random and really basic, like that sort of quest stuff. I'm more into like having Enclave say, "Oh, can you get some fuel and stuff?" Like that's stuff that's replayable forever. Whereas if it's more story based, like that's why I don't know whether I would want to play Trumball Valley all the time. Like, say this was the only map we had, with just the story we had.
I think this is what we're looking for.
For me, it'd be really irritating to redo these story missions over and over again, or being prompt all the time with them. Like, if they did just this, they would have to do like a breakdown mode where they didn't have the story in it.
It sure is. We all look so young. Oh, I remember Theo Hector taking this. My big cousin Ruben was going off to college. The whole family was so proud. That was when I realized I wanted to go to college too. After all, I was way smarter than Ruben. If he could do it, so could I. Thank you for finding this. I'd almost forgotten that.
No problem.
And the people in that picture. I guess we should be getting back. I'm sure you have things to do.
Well, you... Oh, you want a lift. Oh, you want a lift, of course you do.
Even before
Of course
the
you want a
outbreak,
lift.
The people living on farms like these were struggling to
what,
get by.
what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't
Most of us
offer
were
a
one bad
lift?
harvest away from losing everything to the bank. I spent years of college and grad school learning the science behind it, finding ways to increase yields, improve efficiency, whatever I could do to help. I never wanted to see another farm fail. Not anywhere.
Once you're done, I would like to get some of them on the go. The yield things. Because they are pretty good. I've got a bit of a farm going myself. Because, oh yeah, I just watched the Young Yeah video on Battlefield 2042, and Battlefield 2042's got on PC. The player count's gone down to 3,000 people, and Battlefield 1's got 11,000, and Battlefield 5's got, I think, 50,000 or something crazy like that, which is just insane. Like, it just shows how fucked Battlefield 2042 is. And it's crazy because I remember the hype going around Battlefield 2042 and it being like, oh shit, this thing's gonna be... The reason why they stopped Battlefield 5 was because they wanted to put the effort into 2042 by then, the next game. And we were like, okay, hold off on Battlefield 5 and then just make sure the next Battlefield's good. But it's somehow worse. It's so strange, like, it's a shame. Because the thing is, the last thing DICE needs is another fuck up with a Battlefield game, because they've been all over the place with the games for years now. Since Battlefield... I'm going back to the house because I need to switch Carl out. Since Battlefield 1 really, Battlefield's been a bit off, but for me I love Battlefield 1. I think that was really good, and Battlefield 5 was okay, it had good elements, but that was where I was like switching out completely.
There's a horde milling around over there.
Yeah, I keep getting lost today. No. Go! Oh, stop it. It's my own fault. But yeah, for me, it's crazy that Battlefield 2042 is 4,000, like, about 3,000 players, and at peak it was 100,000, and it's only been how many months since it's been out? It's really just, it's DICE's own fault, and EA, for releasing the game shit, and over-promising and everything. Studios need to stop doing that. What would have probably been better was, what if 2042, but they were like, shit, we need some testing, we're going to release it as game preview. Release Battlefield at a lower cost, 20 quid, like beta cost almost. And then people could like choose, oh yeah, like 2042 ain't so good yet, but it's not going to be so expensive. But it's EA. EA is not going to release a brand new Battlefield game at 20 quid. They're only thinking about making it free to play now once all the fans have fucking spent all their money on it. But really, they both EA and DICE, they deserve what they can get. It's like with BioWare and stuff, with Mass Effect and other games that they've been doing. They just deserve every... Oh, that's cool. Sleeping on the hay. They just deserve... Sure, it's probably mostly EA pushing it out, but DICE needs to get some balls and be like, look, we need to keep our biggest IP good. You know, like, we need to release a good game, and we know it's not ready.
And some of them got ruined.
Because it's just fucking, like... Battlefield used to be on top of the world with Battlefield 4, and even though Battlefield 4 released pretty poor, it was like at least you had the Battlefield 3 like mentality of like there's potential here, and you could somewhat see the reason for the technical issues and the game being split over multiple consoles and all this stuff, and then they had the next gen releases just right around the corner. Whereas this, they really maybe they should have left next gen. They probably should have just left next gen. Well, not next gen, last gen. The Xbox One and PS4. Maybe they should have just left them if it was that much effort, and release it later. It's like with Cyberpunk in a way. Cyberpunk, they should have said, been honest, they said, look, we're really struggling to get this working on last gen. Because it's just I hate fucking devs. Like, it's got so slimy game development, and that's why I watching Undead Labs do the weekly streams every week, talking about either just celebrating their own game and playing it and enjoying it, or talking about the next update. They've been doing that constantly since release, and you've got to give them credit for how much work and how much time they've put into State of Decay 2 and how much they want to make it better. It makes people want to stay around and see what the next update is going to bring. And it's going to make a game that people are going to stick around and play forever. Whereas Battlefield 2042, people are going to go back to the old games because they know that they work. And it's going to be really hard to get them people to go back to Battlefield 2042. It's the same with like, I was really into Halo Infinite at launch, and right now I'm just like, I really can't be arsed playing Infinite multiplayer, because I'm having more fun in the single player. And why am I going to play the multiplayer for? Just to look at all the content that's in the store? Like, no, fuck you. I can go to State of Decay and constantly be given like content for and being encouraged to return to play the game. Like, Undead Labs have never tried to rip off any player, and I've not felt one moment I felt ripped off, even though I brought all the DLCs when they first came out, and when they did release it for everyone, I was like, I wasn't mad, because at the time I was like, might as well get everyone, like something like Daybreak. Anyway, I from the get-go I thought Daybreak should have been released for everyone, because that was something that was like really on multiplayer based, and would have been better for multiple people.
I hate those guys.
That was just a multiplayer mode, and I think something like that, where it's multiplayer based, that should have been released for everyone from the get-go.
That dream died when the world fell. But I'm working on a new dream now, and I think this one just might work. You take care of yourself.
Take care, babe.
No, fuck you. You're gonna help. You started this fight. You're gonna finish it. Oh, she fucked him up. Well done.
So, you want to make a deal?
Okay, yeah.
How
Bye.
much food we got? Meds.
Good to see you.
Maybe
Good
take
to
the
see
meds. Yeah, Daybreak was the only time I thought really that should have been released for everyone from the get-go, because it was like with Battlefield 1 and stuff, with the expansion. like the premium battle pass.
I guess this is as good as it
premium
gets in plague territory.
season pass thing. When you're releasing multiplayer maps in a paid system, you're just gonna cut out such a big audience. I press dodge, game.
I'm out of gas.
No, stop screaming. But with like multiplayer games, where do these come from? Fucking hell. Like really, multiplayer match should be released for everyone for free. Because it's just like you're gonna cut off the player base. If it's weapons and stuff, then that's fine, as long as you don't make it overpowered or too pay to win. She's getting wrecked. I don't know. I guess
Hang in there. I'm coming to you now.
guess we can go there and do that.
Yo, you hearing me? I got an offer here for
But
you.
there's not been one moment where it's like Undead Labs have ripped off anybody, I don't think. And at least when they released the game, it was only like 40 quid for the ultimate. And that's more than could be said for like an EA game where it's like Battlefield 2042, 100 quid for the high range thing, and it's like, and it's broken, like fuck you. And then you don't accept refunds, like, yeah, motherfucking fuck you. Like, man. A Battlefield probably would be better on its own. Like, a Battlefield probably would be better if it was self-developed. Like, that's the thing. Like Dying Light 2, that's self-developed. That's self-published. And I think they did have one or two issues with some of the missions, and I think they had some issues with the co-op, but within 2 or 3 days they've patched it, hotfixed it instantly. Oh, is my game crashed again? My game crashed it last time. Oh, really? I guess I'll back out then. I'm back. That's the second, like, was it last episode I crashed on that same bridge? I wonder if that's an issue. That's the thing, that Trumball Valley is the only map I ever really crash on. I don't think I crashed during the Providence Ridge part of this series. I don't think I did. It's always on that bridge. That's the second time. I think it's probably the third time. I think I've had it before on that bridge. When I first played through Trumball. Not a big deal. Loads in quick anyway. So much for praising the game, then it crashes. But yeah, Dying Light 2, they fixed most of the bigger issues that people had within a few days. Like, sure, it would have been nice to have that fixed day one, but most of the issues are ironed out, and if they're fixing it that quick, wait until people find other stuff. It's going to be picked up quick, and Because Dying Light 2 lasted a while with free updates. I think they even did a battle royale at some point, and they did events, and like some weekends you'd have like supernatural abilities just unlocked for that time. It was Dying Light 2 was great for that stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with Dying Light 2, and it'd be great to see like a Dying Light 3 in the future. And I don't think we need Dead Island really. Because it is technically the devs that were on Dead Island as well. I think most of them were working on Dead Island before, and then there was a lot of them left to make Techland, and then they made Dying Light. Unless they've changed up now again, but we don't need Dead Island
I got an
anymore.
offer to make you guys. Can we talk here?
Now, I wonder why I keep crashing on this bit of the map. The only thing is, it resets the whole thing. Like, I was going to come here for a quest, and now it's gone. Go have a little look round here. There might be some goodies. Like, the only thing is, I was kind of hoping that they were going to say rain, as that was my big theory that was going to come from. That was the big thing that was gonna, for me, that was gonna come from the update. That was just because of my theory, because I kept hearing thunderstorms. And maybe it's something that they've still done. Like, there's a chance, but it's not a big deal. Like, I don't necessarily need it. That horde is messy. I'm not gonna be stealth killing them. Fuck them. Usually when I have a crash and a load back in like this, there's usually
Someone was
issues.
sorry to lose this.
But yeah, so not tomorrow, but the 2 days after, I should be starting up No Man's Sky. I'm gonna try and record that today at some point. Oh man, that's good.
If anyone over there is listening, we could use some help.
Stealth. Striking. I would have liked swordplay. Seems like everyone I've got is got. Stealth is good. What shall I do with these? Make mint parts. I don't know which one I want to do with that. Unlock heavy duty storage, craft storage facility mods, make materials from parts. Yeah, fuck it. We got. Might as well pipe bomb them.
This is a load and a half.
They're innocent. All them are pretty good. Oh, Enorma. Uh-oh. You know what, let's deal with these.
Fire though!
Oh, Jesus. How? How do they know where I am?
Threatening me every time I walk past their house?
help you?
Nice. Clean job. And they've done a lot of work with the scenery in State of Decay. In the new updated maps. Like, the mountain in Negan Valley, the massive mountain that was there, that's been completely taken away. And just pushed further back to make the map look bigger. Which is going to be really weird, because that was such a big part of the map. Was a massive mountain in the distance. So they've kind of changed that up. Because I don't know whether they did it... Yeah, because of Trumball. Like, this map, I think I think it's the same mountain. But they've took this mountain that's in Negan Valley, which was there from beginning. And they've just pushed it further back, so it's like not as big, or as dominating as in Trumball. Which those will be good. Which will be good because it'll make Trumball still, and it'll make Cascade Hills unique. Like, the only thing is that I do like the idea of the maps feeling like they're a bit connected, you know, like, it'd be nice to think, oh, Trumball Valley's on the other side of this, no, Cascade Hills on the other side of the mountain or something. And it makes it feel like they're all, like when you go out, they're just a drive out to another location.
Connection failure. Insufficient signal strength. Retrying in 30 seconds. It's all right, Cleo. You don't have to broadcast our test results to the entire valley.
My skin is crawling. Must be a plague heart nearby.
We'll head back and wrap it up for today. I think we've done quite a bit. So I want to do another one. And then I'll be doing No Man's Sky, which has been quite a while since I've touched that game. I played it when it came out on Xbox One, and I dipped in with each update now and then, but there's so much to learn. Like, they've added so much to that game. That's another, like, love story, I guess. Like, the fact that the devs are still supporting No Man's Sky is great. Even though the way they released that game was really bad, the way they completely just lied to people's faces, and the fact that we're still not learning from it, like devs not learning from it, it's just fucking irritating.
You might be okay after all.
Maybe we don't help things too much, because once the game's been fixed up and it's getting the support every month, we're like, okay, thanks for the support. Like, with State of Decay, even though I don't like the way State of Decay 2 released, I really like the support it's got given. Even though, like, I just hope that they don't do the same thing for State of Decay 3. Because the thing is, with State of Decay 3, if State of Decay 3 isn't in a good state like in State of Decay 2 is right now, or it releases like State of Decay 2 did,
We might just make it.
at launch, people might just stick to State of Decay 2 or State of Decay 1 and never go to State of Decay 3, because they'll be like, well, you've made State of Decay 2 that good, why would we want to go to an unfinished game? So they've got to be careful, State of Decay 3, I think. But I think they've got a bigger studio now. Like, they've got more people working on the next game, and they've got Microsoft to help them. And if they've got people like, I think, is it Valheim? I don't know, the studio that's been working on the Outposts. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've been helping them with State of Decay 3 as well. Like, if they've just got a few guys to help them with State of Decay 2, Don't be surprised if they're working with them on State of Decay 3. Well, actually, I think the studio that has been doing the updates for State of Decay 2, like with the map updates and everything, I think Sony has bought them. They own them, so it's kind of crazy that as long as Sony doesn't buy Undead Labs, which is, I think we're safe because Microsoft bought Undead Labs a few years ago, didn't they? So it should be safe. Because I don't know how I would feel if Undead Labs went exclusive to PlayStation. I don't think I'd be happy with that, but I wouldn't mind Sony Undead Labs going. Like, I don't think I'd be that bothered if State of Decay went to PlayStation, because PlayStation should get to play this, because I think this is a fantastic game. I think this would be perfect on every console. Having crossplay with PlayStation would be awesome, even though I don't really do multiplayer stuff, but I think it'd be cool. If Microsoft's listening or Undead Labs, I recommend trying to get it on PlayStation, because let's be honest, Microsoft don't care. Like, it's probably the reason why they bought Bethesda and everything, because if they're gonna release games on PlayStation, they're gonna get that money. They're gonna get more money. But then if they want to release things exclusive on Xbox with all these deals that they've done, they'll make the money still. They'll just be it just won't be as much for context wise, but it'll be interesting to see in the next few years what they do with all these deals. And but yeah, it was interesting to hear that Microsoft, Undead Labs are working with an Sony-owned studio, but which shows that really the console war is so pointless when you think about it. Because can you imagine if Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo worked together on games, and the gaming would be so much better, you know. But you need the competition as well. You want some exclusives, and that's why I think it's going to be great with Destiny. Bungie bought by Sony, because if Sony did say, can you make a sci-fi shooter for our game, our console, it would actually put 343 back into gear and make some fucking good Halo games. Because Halo Infinite's been good, but if they had fucking Bungie making a single-player sci-fi shooter, Microsoft would be on 343. We're you need to make Halo fucking great again. But it'd be awesome to see, you need some competition, but then it's not nice to see a bit of collaboration. I think it just makes games better for everything. But then it is fun to see fanboyisms. Even though I'm a bit of a Xbox fanboy, but I don't care about the war and everything. It's just not worth it. But yeah, it's been pretty fun though. Quite chill. We helped Izzbee out, and pretty much I just had a rant about gaming, I suppose, all episode, and talk about the update. So yeah, I'm not sure. By the time this is up on YouTube, the update's probably out for the expansion, for the map updates, and I'm not sure when I will be covering them maps, because I wanna play through Trumball Valley one more time, and we've got to do all the playguts and then do the legacy. So probably after that, like I said, I'll probably scrap Heartland for now until I want to play it again, and maybe just focus on more series with the next maps, because I was thinking about doing some more Walking Dead themed series for the Walking Dead communities. I wouldn't mind doing more, but I have to think of a community, because I suppose I could do a season 2 of the Commonwealth, which would be alright. I suppose that would be a good alternative. And we could probably push into Lethal Zone, but honestly I'm quite happy with Nightmare. I'm not sure if I'm too fussed. And at some point I would like to do a never-ending playthrough, a never-ending... Well, maybe if I did a Commonwealth series with the Commonwealth series next time, maybe if we just push through the maps 3 times in a row. So like we play through kind of what we did with Providence, where we killed all the plague arts, moved. So maybe with the new update, maybe when we do the Commonwealth, maybe we do Trumball, maybe we do Cascade Hills, Drucker, and Mega Valley. Maybe we do that, just move from each one, and then we eventually do, it'd be the Builder Legacy, or we play through one map and do the Builder Legacy, and then maybe do the 2 maps after, do another season with the Commonwealth, and we move from, say, Drucker to Mega Valley, and then maybe bump up the difficulty, and maybe from there do a never-ending playthrough. I don't know. Because I suppose we could. Because I think if you increase the difficulty all the way to lethal, I don't think that messes with the map. I think it's just if you mess with the slider. I don't know. Because that's another thing that they've added is in lethal zone, plague arts will drop advanced toolkits, which is kind of cool. I wonder if that's connected to the map or the I wonder if that's how that's connected, because they said lethal, but I wonder how that is connected to the levels. I wonder if it's the map difficulty and is it the world difficulty or something? Maybe the plague art difficulty, I don't know. But yeah, another good episode anyway, and next time we'll continue on. So there'll be another one tomorrow night, and then the 2 nights after that will be No Man's Sky. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I think the plan for that is to just planet exploration and try and learn the game from scratch, and yeah, just because we've got so much we could end up exploring with that game. And I am playing on Xbox One, so I don't know how the updates have fed with the new game. It won't be the prettiest version of No Man's Sky, but I think it'll be worth trying out. So yeah, that's it for State of Decay today, and we'll check out, we'll do some more tomorrow, and that'll be it. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.